Darlings, we are back for some more news or updates. So who remembers the electronic disco music? Is it electronic disco music? I just call it EDM. DJ. He is one of, I can recall a couple of DJs that I thought were like just rising up the ranks of, maybe underground DJs that are kind of like becoming more and more popular mainstream. And one of them is Avicii. He went by the stage name Avicii, and I believe his name is Tim. He's Swedish. He was the mind behind hits such as Levels and Wake Me Up. Like, wake me up when it's all over. Something like that. Again, I don't sing, so do not throw tomatoes at me. Hello, people. I know your auntie's old. So, anyway, he is the subject now of is it a documentary? I think so. It's a documentary called I Am Tim by Netflix. And this article is from People magazine. Anyway, he tragically passed away in 2018. Like I said, he had a meteoric rise in the music industry, stepped away in 2016 to prioritize his mental and physical health. I mean, if you were DJing every night or every, weekend, it just doesn't really leave you much room. And then if you're like a mainstream DJ that's like super popular and probably have like collaborations with multiple artists and what have you, or like engagements that like your management might have signed you up for, that would really limit your rest days and, well, days with your loved ones and days for yourself to just, do whatever you want to do. Anywho, he was born in Stockholm as Tim Bergling, began releasing EDM music, electronic dance music, in 2008. And within 3 years of that, he rose to international fame. He earned a Grammy nomination in 2012 for his collaboration on the David Guetta track, Sunshine, and another one in 2013, the year later, for his iconic club hit, Levels. Avicii also continued to produce chart-topping hits like his 2013 single Wake Me Up, which peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Top 100 and worked an exhausting pace. He embarked on 3, not 1, but 3 global tours in 3 years. Holy cow, that's like one every year, a global tour every year. Holy shimokies. I mean, hello. Yeah, I would say exhausting would be, a nice way of putting it. And despite his success, obviously the demands of his career took a toll on his well-being. Again, like I said, if you are so popular in that way and you have so many engagements that you or maybe your management team had signed you up for, it would literally stretch you so thin. Yeah. So anywho, the hitmaker had a series of health problems over the years, which included a bout with acute pancreatitis and surgery to have his gallbladder and appendix removed. Also struggled with anxiety and had unfortunately used alcohol to cope, according to a 2013 interview with GQ magazine. And in March of 2016, he hit a breaking point and decided to retire from touring to focus on creating music and repairing his health. He said at the time, quote, "I'm really, really tired," end quote. Further, he said, quote, "I've been at this since I was 17, 18 years old, touring pretty much nonstop, 300 shows a year." And there's only 365 days a year. Hello. Come now. Woo. Yes, the man was exhausted. He also continued, it's been very hectic and I need a break, unquote. But in the midst of his much needed break, tragedy struck. While he was vacationing in Oman, it's a country in the Middle East, in April 2018, the superstar DJ died by taking his own life at just 28 years old, leaving his family, his friends, and his fans around the world devastated. Now, he is the subject of a pair of documentaries from Netflix where, the article says that this will provide fans a never before seen glimpse into the life and the afterlife of Avicii, as well as the last show the DJ superstar had ever performed at, which was at Ibiza's Ushuaia in August 2016. The two documentaries are called Avicii, I Am Tim, and Avicii, My Last Show. This will begin streaming globally today. There was a statement by his family following his death, which implied that the Swedish musician and DJ had died by taking his own life. And per the statement, which was written in Swedish and obtained by People, Avicii, was referred to as a fragile, artistic soul and an overachieving perfectionist who suffered from extreme stress. Further in the statement, it said, quote, when he stopped touring, he wanted to find a balance in life to be happy and to be able to do what he loved most, which is music. The statement continued that he really struggled with thoughts about meaning, life, and happiness. He could not go on any longer and wanted to find peace, unquote. Prior to the release of that statement from his family, the local authorities were able to rule out foul play. There was no foul play in his demise. And many assumed that the Swedish DJ's previous health struggles, which again, as we mentioned, was acute pancreatitis, gallbladder and appendix surgeries, alcohol abuse, and exhaustion, all compounded to his decision to seek peace in the afterlife. Yeah. I mean, it's horrible. It's just horrible because, like, apparently he had, during his vacation where he had decided to seek peace in the afterlife, he had gone kite surfing, he sailed with friends, and posed for pictures with fans. He was 28 years old when this tragedy occurred, and although it's difficult for us, for each of us in our own lives, in our own relationships, to assess each and every person in our lives' mental state or physical state, health state, let's try to be grateful for the time that we have with them. It's human nature to regret what could have been, but let's try to focus on what was, what we had, and what we can do better in the future. And I'm not saying that, you should like brush everything under the rug, right? But let's not forget the lessons that we have learned and continue to hopefully remember those lessons so that we don't commit those same mistakes in the future. Like, where we feel like, oh, we didn't focus enough, we didn't give enough attention or something like that. But let's also not forget that we are humans with our own emotions and our own needs. So, darlings, I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for the families of people who've lost, their lives in any capacity, tragically. And if you would be so kind, try to remember them in your prayers. And with that, we will end this, darlings. I will see you all fabulous people later. Don't forget you're all kinds of fabulous. And also, do not, even though you want to leave grace for others, do not ignore the red flags and always journey in gratitude. My darling dears, I shall see you all fabulous people later. I gotta get started on the barbecue. Toodaloo for now. And enjoy the rest of 2024 and into 2025. Yay! Bye.